Happy dry January.
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic beer. It's non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah, doing dry Jan again.
Just have a fucking Ribena then. What's the point?
Because I'm not 6 years old. I've only got one.
Yeah. Fair enough. You going to stick to it this time?
I did stick to it last time.
Did you?
Yeah.
You sure?
100%. I did the whole month last January.
100%. I think it lasted about 10 minutes, and then you were like, "Oh yeah, sorry, yeah."
No, you know what that was? That was veganuary, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was it.
You're not doing that again, then.
That lasted half a day.
You're not doing that again.
But we do eat like most veggie stuff anyway. It's tomato soup tonight and stuff like. So I do eat a lot less meat than I used to anyway. So no need for it.
Yeah. Tomato soup with lardons.
Actually, cheese on toast for us.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, what's on the agenda this week? 'Cause I've not had my dinner yet. Come on.
Oh, you want to crack on? All right, let's crack on. Hello and welcome to the Football Humans. Happy New Year 2022. And well, John said it, he wants to crack on. He's not had his dinner. So where should we start? Let's start with, will Lukaku kick another football for Chelsea? Michael, what do you think?
Well, let's start with the game of the weekend and maybe the game of the season first. Let's look at positives, Wragg. Come on, let's not start on negatives.
Well, positives.
Let's start negatives.
Positives.
What?
No. Well, positives are it was an enthralling game. Liverpool against Chelsea. Well,
that first half was unbelievable.
It really was. And sorry, Chelsea against Liverpool. Sorry, John. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well done, Wragg. That's what I meant.
I went through so many emotions in that first half. There was a point where I was like cursing certain players, like Pulisic being one of them.
Yeah.
Because he was like, not controlling the ball properly. He messed up that.
Yeah, he was shite, yeah.
He was until the ball went through to him, and then I could have bloody kissed him, mate. It was great.
I know. Great finish. It was a great finish.
My sort of view of it, I thought when Salah had a chance to make it 3-0, he could have killed the game. He went through.
Yeah.
All he had to do was pass that ball. Like when he messed around and then messed it up, I was like, if you'd have just played that, there was two of them free. It was like 3-on-2.
Like,
it was. And if he'd scored that, it could have been 5 or 6.
I think it would have been. I really do. But
that's what I was worried about because we started really well, but both teams had the same problem. There were so many gaps if the ball went over the top or right through the middle.
Okay, first minute, red card, yes.
High line.
Red card, yes or no?
Yes.
For me, you definitely seen him given, and it was, yeah. Because at the end of the day, I hate that thing of like, it's early in the game or whatever. I know it
doesn't matter
it and stuff, but it don't matter.
And it doesn't matter. Do you see Tuchel at the end? He was like, people have paid to watch 11 against 11, and then he was like, but it was a red card, yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of right. It would have spoilt the game, probably, but
it
was a red card.
He's not looking at him, but it's some serious force. And if it's going with endangerment stuff, there's people been sent off that have gone for the ball this year.
Yeah,
I know.
Going in with 2 foot and getting the ball and then getting the player and being sent off. So
yeah, I think if they hit the nail on the head there, I think you've seen them given, so it's like it really should have been. But ideally, as you're saying, they do spoil the game completely. So, but there's no way back now. They can't be like, well, we used to give red cards up, but we're not going anymore.
I know.
That's going to be the case.
And you can't just be like, oh, we only give red cards after 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't happen.
It's Vinnie Jones tackles for the first 20 minutes. No, play on.
That would have actually been in Vinnie Jones territory, they said. It would have been the fastest ever red card. But, it didn't happen. But the thing I mean, fair enough. The referee didn't do it, but what? It's the VAR thing again. The person in VAR. Why are they not saying?
Why didn't they check it?
Look at this?
I know. Exactly.
I don't get
because they're scared as well. They don't want to be the guy that's been. Oh God, I'm like millions of people watching this, and I'm going to be the guy that tells the referee to look at. But that's their job.
Yeah.
From that angle, John. Sorry, just to cut this up. It looks like you got a prawn on your finger. Like your prawn as a finger. What?
Do you know what it is?
Or something?
That's funny you say that. I thought it was a slice of Parma ham or something wrapped around.
Oh, I wish. Do you know what it is? It's a plaster because I got new knives for Christmas, and very sharp ones. And I was being cocky the other night, doing my fast chopping, talking to Erin over my shoulder, slice the top of my finger off.
Oh.
Do you want to see it?
Oh, shit! You've actually have.
Ouch, mate.
I went. Ow!
Blood all in the carrots.
Oh.
Or whatever you've got.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about soup tonight. Yep. Black pudding tomorrow. I've got enough of it.
Oh. Yeah, so, I mean, it should have been a red card. Liverpool go 2-0 up. Should have been 3-0. And then from that, annoyingly, as a Liverpool fan, James Milner giving away that free kick that leads to the Kovacic goal. He didn't need to do that. That really.
Why did he do that? Yeah, the ball looked like it was going out as well.
Yeah, and there was two players like you could have. It's really frustrating. Anyway,
Mate, Kovacic's goal was so good though.
Sublime finish, wasn't it?
Amazing.
Was watching that ball in the air and being, don't shoot.
Yeah,
his record from outside the area is not very good, but unbelievable. Walking backwards, he hit it while he was like in the air. Yeah. It was like if he
it was like a hitch kick without,
it would have been exactly like the Karate Kid. It would have been exactly.
Yeah. It literally, Was that the best game you've seen Kovacic play? It's the best game I've seen.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
He was brilliant all game.
Because on here I've said it, and I've said it to people before. I'm hit and miss with him, and the same with Jorginho. But I feel like when they play together, they don't suit each other because they both play slowly at that point.
Yeah,
both
quite similar.
So I don't know if Jorginho is rubbing off on him when they're playing in the same, like in the midfield together, and they're slowly knocking it around. Sometimes it works against teams, but sometimes it just slows it down so much that we don't get forward quick enough. We don't break people down. Whereas with Kante, both of them look so energetic. It was like a different player, Kovacic. I've never seen him move around like that and control the ball so well and pass it so well. It was, without a doubt, the best game I've seen him play in a Chelsea shirt.
So
sometimes go on, sorry.
Well, I was going to say, as a Liverpool fan, frustrating that Milner gave that away. Take nothing away from Kovacic. He's buried that. And then for 2-2, Trent Alexander-Arnold, I tell you what, the amount of times he's getting caught out of position, and I don't know whether it's the fact that obviously they play really high up and he's almost like a winger and someone should be covering him, or whether he's a right back, he should be in position. But for that second one, he was well out of position. Take nothing away from Pulisic again, but it's so frustrating to watch. Frustrating. As well, Trent is so annoying.
Nearly gave away a third just after that.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what Havertz was doing. Was it that? Oh no, that was earlier. That was earlier.
No, it was earlier on. Yeah, that was the first chance.
The Havertz one after that with Mount knocked it just past the post.
Yeah,
but we needed another 10 minutes in that half because you lot looked rocky at that point.
We were, that last end like of that
the stadium
half
was up because you had all the safe standing as well going on, which definitely made for a better atmosphere. I feel.
Yeah.
Both ends of the pitch because it was home and away fans that were in the safe standing.
Is that what other grounds are doing this safe standing?
Old Trafford's done it as well.
Yeah, Etihad, Old Trafford, Tottenham Hotspur, and Cardiff, I think is.
Okay. Well, that was the first one at Chelsea, wasn't it? Was that the first?
That was the first one. Yeah, first one. I don't know. Was it at United yesterday?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
No, they did have it yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't quite have the same effect on that game, but
no,
we'll come to that. We'll come to that. But But are you happy with the draw, Michael? Does it feel like Liverpool and Chelsea are out of the title race, or does it feel like one of the teams needed to win to keep?
I'll answer the title race one first because it's easier, and that is yes, we are both out of it. But to answer the draw, if you'd have said it'll be a draw before the game, I'd have taken it. Because, I mean, we haven't done one of these over Christmas, and we have been, I mean, actually, for the last month or a bit, we've been poor. We've been really poor. Like, not taking chances, getting in the right positions, making the wrong decisions, letting teams get back into it. Brighton was a perfect example. Like, it's just been really frustrating. So, going into the Liverpool game, I know Liverpool have had, you've had your own little rocky bits, get beat by Leicester or whatever. But we've dropped so many points recently that anything other than I was sort of expecting a hiding. So when it was at 2-0, I was like, oh, here we go. I was right.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I'm happy with a draw. It's just when you see the game as a whole, I think over the 90 minutes we were just edged it as the better team. But the draw was probably the fair result, considering that Liverpool had loads of chances that they should have buried earlier as well. So I think overall was right.
And the frustrating thing is City are winning when they don't. They don't deserve to win that Arsenal game. No. They were second to everything. Arsenal should have finished them off, but
Sorry about this, by the way.
What are you doing?
A bloody bacon tray out for these fucking toasties, but anyway, it was too much racket. Sorry for interrupting there.
Yeah, Arsenal should have.
They should have.
And what do you think about the penalties in that game? Well, the one that wasn't and the one that was.
I think. Go on.
I think they were both. I thought they were both penalties, personally.
Do you know what the thing is? I keep going back to this, right? For me, it doesn't matter if you think they're penalties, they're winning, because the VR, the referee said no, right? So the only reason it should have been any issue is if it was a clear and obvious error, and none of them are clear and obvious errors.
Nah,
it's the same. It's the same. Even though people say, "Oh, it looked a penalty," yeah, it did look a penalty, but we can't. The referee said it wasn't a penalty, so we can't. VAR are only there to say it was obviously a penalty. Look, it's obviously a penalty. It was the same with Crystal Palace on Monday against who were they playing Monday? Crystal Palace, West Ham.
West Ham,
And West Ham, it was like, oh, hang on, play on a while. It's a possible handball, and the boys handballed it outside the edge of the box. And it was like, so VAR have said, look, it showed all the lines of it, but it's right in his box. You can't tell if he's inside or outside the box. Yeah. But they've overruled it, said clear and obvious error, it's a penalty. But it's like, but it wasn't. It looks kind of like he's in the box, but the way his arm is, you're not sure, so you can't.
You are right now. There's a lot of this clear and obvious error they talk about, but they're not always when they tell them to.
They never stick to it. They're not all
clear and obvious, and then they usually change their mind. So they're just going with someone else's opinion at that point. And it's like the Bernardo Silva one, like fair enough, like he had hold of his shirt and stuff. But the way he went down just annoyed me so much. I didn't want to get penalty because he just died. It was such a terrible dive as well. It was like fucking hell,
man. Definitely. And they go on Sky Sports and interview Dermot Gallagher on like a Monday or a Tuesday and say, well, why wasn't this given? He goes, because it wasn't a clear and obvious error. That's what he always backs into. But it's like, so that's his thing. So it's like they should put it the other way. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, why are they giving them for other stuff that they are giving? Why?
Do you know what? It's absolutely pointless having these referees during the games or anything like that.
Yeah, totally.
I think I've seen Mark Clattenburg is the only one that I've seen once that has gone against the referee's decision on the field. Every other time they back him up. Every other time.
Mark Clattenburg, is he back in?
It's like a referees union.
Yeah, he does, like, when they cut to him in the commentary, what do you think about that, Mark? He did it on Amazon.
Right. He moved over to Saudi Arabia or something.
Something like that, yeah. But he was, so yeah, I mean, it's pointless having because they always like come up with a reason why they would back him on. Like, who's the one who does it on BT?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember it now. But he always says it, and then it cuts to the studio, and Rio Ferdinand will be, or someone will be like, "No, I disagree with that totally."
Load of rubbish.
Peter Walton, isn't it? Peter Walton.
That's it.
Peter Walton, yeah.
And when they speak to him afterwards, he sort of starts to like stutter and agree with them. He's just like,
yeah, no, it's just a nonsense. It is a nonsense.
Yeah,
it really is.
Well, we moved away from Lukaku there. Sorry, we digress. But will Lukaku play for Chelsea again, and will it taint what's happened with him seemingly coming back to Chelsea, the love of his life?
Yeah, it will taint it, but he will play tomorrow, I think. They've buried it under. He did the right thing though, keeping him out. I mean, I know the interview was 3 weeks ago, but fancy even saying this shit. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
When he left Inter, he was saying, "Oh, it wasn't my choice" and all that. But he was like, he wanted to come back. He was saying, he was like, I wanted to come back. I've got unfinished business. I was a Chelsea fan when I was younger.
Yeah, Chelsea fan when he was younger. What, in the 90s? No, it was when after the Abramovich era. He was a fan of them because it was the rich club with all the celebrities and that. That was the reason why. It's just,
I don't get players like, just stop talking. You know that's going to
be I know. He knows it. He's a fucking idiot.
That? And he just got back into the team. And a part of the reason that's annoying as well, because he's saying he's not being picked, he's not being played in position. He turned up at the start of the season not fit enough to play, so he didn't play. Then he finally got into the team, wasn't doing very well, got injured, been out of the team for ages, came back, got COVID. So what's he moaning about?
I know. You know, he's a fucking idiot. I can't stand him.
Like, I mean, it's really, but in a way, I think that galvanised the rest of the team, because Tuchel said he spoke to some of the senior players and they all agreed it was the right decision.
Yeah.
And I've not seen us play with that intensity for a very, very long time. So whatever it was, whether that was that or whatever, I don't know, something worked. So I just hope that he actually comes back, and because he looked decent in the last 2 games he played. He was holding the ball up well.
Yeah, he was.
But the way he's saying, like, I want to see a different system and play in a different way. Inter Milan didn't play too dissimilar to that, and he's not a guy who's going to be running around. Like, he's quite a static centre forward.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's expecting, to be honest.
But the thing is, it's like the old saying, no person's bigger than the club. So what is he coming out saying? We should be doing this. We should be doing that. It's not you're not the manager. So sit your mouth and collect your 300 grand a week and do your job. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. And like you said, there's a reason why it didn't. There's bad taste at certain clubs when he left and stuff. So
yeah, definitely, yeah. Troublemaker.
He is a troublemaker. Let's go to one of his former clubs then, Man United, because we always love to talk about John's team, Man United.
Love.
Embarrassing. They're dreadful.
Is it not clear that it wasn't Ole's fault and it's the players that got him sacked and it's the players' fault, basically?
Yeah, I think so completely. I think that. I mean, we've all seen since Ferguson. There's been transitions 3 or 4 times. They've never got to the root of the problem. They've never had a season, one full season where they've been brilliant, blowing teams away, great side, pushing to the league. A couple of times finished second, but actually credible challengers.
Yeah, but the time they finished second was Mourinho, right? When they weren't considered good football.
Well, and Solskjaer as well.
Solskjaer.
But they weren't really. They were never going to win the league these 2 years and stuff. And it's what annoys most. I mean, I like Solskjaer. I like Solskjaer as a player, and I like his attitude and his kind of the way I like to play football in his way, but passionate about traditional clubs and bringing through youth and that. But anyway, that's by the by. He wasn't going to turn the situation round. But it was a case where it was like at the end of it, so Solskjaer's got to go, bringing this Messiah Rangnick. I mean, really, who is he anyway? You know what I mean, it's like he's my Stuttgart and I'll be Leipzig and stuff like that. And it's like, it's all going to change now because we've got the players and we just need the manager. But that's been the same situation people have been saying for years. We've got the players, we just need the manager. But it's like, well, you actually don't, because the team are performing pretty high level up until the last few months of Solskjaer, finished second in the league. And it's like now, so the missing pieces are a centre back, Sam Varane, right winger, Sancho, and then you got Cristiano Ronaldo. But it's went down since then. But it's like, look at Rangnick. I mean, this isn't down to Solskjaer. It's not down to Rangnick either.
So what's the problem?
Ronaldo. I've told you before, right?
No.
They finished second, right?
They've been fucked about Ronaldo.
With the youth team, all that sort of stuff coming through. They were playing really well. They got Ronaldo. The wheels came off. It's all down to Ronaldo, guys. I'm telling you.
In a way, he has got a point in the way that what you're seeing yesterday. I mean, you looked at the teams, you saw lineups of Man Utd, and it was like you got the defence and then the McTominay, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like Greenwood, Sancho, Cavani, Ronaldo. You're thinking they're going to blow them away here because it's all about names on the paper, on the team sheet stuff. And you got Bruno Fernandes on the bench, Rashford and stuff. You're thinking when they're in form, they're going to blow teams away. But for whatever reason, they never do it. And the players, they look too similar to me. Your Sancho's, Rashford's, Greenwood's. There's no finish. There's no final product. There's no confidence there. They don't look like they don't look world class. When it's at times, Rashford especially a couple of years ago, they did. And Sancho, 85, 90 million. They don't look at that level at all. They look really, really poor. They look really, really poor side. And they don't even look very, very good players. Because of the standard of the Premier League now, in the last 10 years, the amount of money that people are spending. I mean, people say, oh, Man Utd have got to beat Wolves at home. On paper, yeah, Man Utd beat Wolves at Old Trafford. But you look at Wolves' team, when you got, like, they're full of internationals as well. So, like, why they actually have to turn up. And the players, for me, they don't... and the thing is, there's too many egos
play
there.
More like a team, don't they? The Wolves play more like a team.
They do. And Wragg's point there, I was going to say about Ronaldo, the fact that, like, because it was kind of who was the main man, and Rashford was kind of the main man at one point, and then Greenwood was kind of has a kind of understudy a little bit. Sancho is the kind of similar age, the similar kind of player in age to each other. It was kind of working well, and Bruno Fernandes is the main man in the middle of the park. But since Ronaldo's come in, it's kind of like Bruno Fernandes has now been knocked off his title of the kind of the best player at the club. Rashford's like, well, where am I going to play now? He said, well, you'll be a bit part player coming in out wide and stuff like that. But it's just, I think it's knocked everybody. It's knocked everybody's confidence in a lot of it. So I can see where it comes from.
And
Ronaldo, not
Ronaldo,
player.
Yeah, Fernandes, he's not been the same player.
He didn't even start yesterday, did he?
No,
he was on the bench.
And Ronaldo is not playing with kind of like a smile. He's playing angry. No. He's playing frustrated with whatever's going on. And that seems to have happened throughout the whole of this season. Far in the first 2 or 3 games where he scored and everyone was like, Ronaldo's amazing. But since then, since it went, they had a little bit of a dip, he's been angry. He's not like been Ronaldo that you think, oh, this world-class amazing player. He's just been average.
I think he's coming in being like he's expecting the best. I mean, he's always had that. When he was first at Man Utd, he played in a brilliant team. Then he's went to Real Madrid and Juventus and stuff. He's expecting that, and he's saying to them. He's obviously maybe saying to them, "You're not good enough." Do you know what I mean? You need to be better. But Rashford out that bunch is the only one that I've seen that was world class 2 or 3 year ago. He was that level where it's like he could play for anybody. He was brilliant. His head's been turned by all this politics stuff. He's been getting involved with not you can't say, oh, he shouldn't be doing that. Like, if it means a lot to him and stuff, and it's all good stuff he's doing, lots of good work and everything, but you can't be brilliant at two different things. You can't put your 100%, everything into 2 different things. It's one or the other.
It just seems that
he's not been the same player since it started.
A coincidence that since he did all that and since he got the MBE and all that sort of thing, he's not been the footballer that he was. You know what I mean? He's not,
I know.
Yeah, I can see.
Sorry, I'm not picking my nose, baby. I've got a bloody itchy nose. I've got bloody hair tickling my nose.
Right.
Whatever.
It's like you're picking your brain out, mate. Bloody hell.
We'd take nothing away from Wolves because Wolves had gone through like a bit of a bad spell, and to get a 1-0 victory over Man United.
They're not doing too bad.
Yeah, they've been playing well. It's just they've not been scoring goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still the same, really. But on the Ronaldo note, then, do you think this is the time when Messi and Ronaldo are going to drop off? Because I mean, Messi should not have won that. Should not have won that at all. And he's not having the greatest season at PSG. He's picking up injuries. It's like
that was a bad move.
Doing the same. They're not the same players where they would like take a game by the scruff of the neck and control it.
No. You got to remember they're 34, 35 as well. They're no spring chickens, eh?
They probably will do that on the odd occasion this season, but it's not like every game they're doing it now. So
I just hope I hope both of them recognise that, because it would be really sad to see them basically live off their reputation and be at these teams and kind of almost seem out of their depth. I know that sounds really mental to say, but you're expecting Messi to go to PSG and them to push on in the Champions League, like really challenge for that cup, challenge this, that. Messi's done nothing. Is it like you've been reading reports? He's only scored like about a couple of goals, hasn't he? Like,
I think it's the same with him and Lukaku, though. He didn't actually want to go, did he? Like, that's the whole thing. He loves Barcelona. He wanted to be at Barcelona. That's where he wanted to be to finish career. The move had to happen. They had to go to PSG, but He's not the same player. He's not the same. He doesn't look the same player at all.
No.
But as I was saying, they're both 34, 35, are they not? So they've got to start slowing down at some point. And now's the time, like.
I think you're right.
Changing
but do you know what? I'm good because I'm kind of bored of Messi and Ronaldo chat all the time anyway.
Who's taking over?
Who's
taking over from them? John McGinn?
Yeah.
He's a decent player. That was a bad thing to throw out there. But
I think the best players in the world at the moment, you've got Kevin De Bruyne,
Mo
Salah,
Mo Salah, Lewandowski, but he's almost finished as well. Finished in 20.
Yeah.
Haaland.
Honestly, I would say Mo Salah is top.
I think he's the best player in the world at the moment.
I do. I think he honestly.
You feel like every time he gets the ball, he goes to somebody, he'll beat anybody, and the ball in the back of the net like that. Like no matter what, you're like fucking hell, it's the back of the net again.
His finishing is just something else. He must have
different class
practiced for so long. Like
definitely,
because his finishing back in the day, it was decent, but it was never that good.
Yeah.
No.
But his finishing at Liverpool is just deadly, mate. He scores from every sort of place.
Yeah, definitely.
And his turn of pace, like especially that Chelsea goal, he did that defender. He kind of like just slowed it really slightly. And
I mean, defender is a loose word for Marcus Alonso.
Okay, fair enough.
More like a left winger, to be honest.
I know. Are you missing Chilwell then, Russ?
Yeah, big time. Yeah,
James and Chilwell.
I wasn't a fan of him at the start of the season, but
it took him a while to get into this season. Yeah, but defensively, he's just got a lot more about him.
Yeah,
and he's got more athletic going forward as well, I think.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Do you think you'll win the game tomorrow, Michael? You're hopeful?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, Conte's a good manager, and I was going to mention him when we were talking about United. I feel like maybe I know he doesn't play the most attractive football that United want, but if you want a manager that's going to sort out your dressing room and
he's done that at Spurs, hasn't he?
I think it's just short term though. That's the problem as well. Like they want a long term manager.
That.
They don't want someone there for 2 years and then start again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean that Spurs squad. I mean it looked poor, didn't it? It looked really poor.
Yeah.
But he seems to have galvanised something out of them. And I know they only got a 1-0 win against Watford in the last minutes of the time, but they're looking more solid, and that's what he does.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, the team. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm not expecting like full lineups tomorrow, and the Carabao Cup should especially this year should not be 2 legs in a semi-final. I don't know what they're thinking.
No.
It's not, is it? I thought it was just 1 leg.
No, it's 2 legs.
2 legs.
Oh, I thought it was just 1.
Nah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
All these games that people are moaning about, and they're still making this like 2 legs.
Mate,
Tottenham have got loads to catch up on in the Premier League as well. So
I was looking keep an eye out for double game weeks in fantasy football, because my fantasy football
I know
got absolutely screwed over with all the COVID stuff. But then I was like, why is this guy playing twice? Like Antonio or whatever.
West Ham players, I know.
Yeah, I should have captained him or something. I know. Missed the boat.
Yeah, because is there another game tomorrow or something? Isn't it?
No, it's next. That's next Tuesday.
Yeah.
What?
Not for ages.
It's next Tuesday, because it's FA Cup this weekend. It's next Tuesday's West Ham versus.
Of course. Fucking hell.
I know.
Fair enough.
I got to say, it's non-stop, isn't it? Non-stop football all the time. Yeah. Sorry, Michael.
Old Hearts getting on. Craig Gordon signed again.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Well, we had played in Boxing Day, and that's it. We're now done till is it the 18th of January? It is, so it's actually not that far away.
Yeah, how was that? You went to the game, didn't you?
No, because only 500 people are allowed to go because the new Scottish rules. Just 2 days before. They were like,
that's annoying.
But do you know what? It's so frustrating because it's just like they just don't. The Scottish government are just as bad. They just don't think about these things. Just decision made, but it makes no sense. It's like, hang on a minute. 500 people at each game. So you've got, say, Forfar versus Brecon. They've got a 1,000-seat stadium. It's 500 people there. But Celtic versus Hearts is 60,000. There's only 500 people there. It's like, can we not make it like 5%? Only 5% of the stadium can be full or something.
Awesome.
500 people. No, decisions made. 500 people.
How did they pick the 500 people?
That's what he was asked. This boy Leach, the health guy for Scotland. He's like, he basically, in no uncertain terms, he said, I don't know, just we had to come to a number, and that's the number we got to.
No.
We want to move on.
how did they pick the 500 people that could go to Heart? Like, how many
Yeah, that's
season
what
tickets
you had to
got, or
apply.
whatever?
You had to apply.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
But I couldn't be asked for that. Just watched it. I had it on Hearts TV. But at my sister's anyway, because we were going to go to my sister's after for the boxing and stuff. But we just went there and just put it on Hearts TV, and because it was, I couldn't be asked for applying and they're waiting back and emailing and going
We're
on
talking
online
about Hearts
and stuff.
TV. There's a Hearts TV channel. Is there?
Yes.
Is there actually?
Do you want to pull your head out your English Premier League arse for once?
I honestly don't.
Yes,
I
there
honestly
is life
didn't know.
outside the English Premier League.
No, but is it on like Sky or something?
Yeah.
No.
Hey?
No.
What?
You're going to have to explain this. Come on.
It's on the website, it's Hearts TV, so it's like that's what all they show all the games on. Every club's got their TV channel, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. No, but I didn't know. I thought you meant it was on the big screen. So you're watching it on Sky or whatever.
No, laptop.
Well, that makes more sense. I thought it's a Scottish thing. Oh yeah, well on Hearts TV, it's the channel 43.
Every club is between Dundee TV and Motherwell TV. Like...
I know. No, just the website TV channel. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough.
But
yeah,
it was. Yeah, well, you have to pay for it though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. You have to pay for it.
How much is it per game?
I don't think you pay per game. You have to pay for it to pay either yearly or monthly. So you can't. I think it's something like to sign up. It's like $29.99 a month or something. But it's like it's not worth it. I mean, I'd never do that. Like I just stream them. People just stream them anyway, don't they? So
yeah.
Or like £130 a year. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. Anyway, so we won. It was a nervy ending, but we ended up winning 2-1. That was absolutely fine because they're a dodgy wee team then. So yeah, quite happy. Next game's on 18th of January, Tuesday night, home to St Johnstone. Another dodgy wee game. Probably if thinking football wise for like what's best for the club and for the players and stuff. They were supposed to. It's getting out. We had quite a few players out injured, so it was getting them back, which I was pleased about. They wouldn't miss too many games, and also they're meant to be going to a winter break. I think it was who were they going to Spain or something. That's been cancelled now, but it's good to just get like a refresh rather than going through like midweek games and Saturday midweek when it's like January, it's like pouring the rain and freezing.
But what if you're in a good bit of form and that, and not like?
Well, it depends, doesn't it?
Sometimes backfire.
I don't have too many strong feelings about it. I think it's probably. I think it's fine. I'm not losing sleep over it. When it first came in, I wasn't that bored. But I mean, for a selfish point of view, obviously I want to see as much football as possible. So it's like the season ending a little bit, isn't it? It's like I'll have to wait another 3 months until it starts again.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we've got friendlies.
I thought you were going to say we got friends. I mean, it is always on Friends.
It's on now. I've got it now. But I'll put the tourist on right after this, though.
Yeah. I've not watched it.
Have you watched it yet? Get it on tonight.
What's it about? I've seen.
I'm not ruining it for you.
I've seen like a little BBC trailer thing, but I couldn't work it out.
It's this Jamie Donnan. He's in Australia, basically near the outback. And he's in a crash. He loses his memory and stuff. But it's like so. There's certain things happen, and we're like, why is this happening? He doesn't know either. There's like flashbacks of why things are happening. Okay. And it's a thriller. It's really good. You'd love it. Both of you definitely love it.
6-part, I do say. Did you say 6 parts? Or
six parts, yeah. Six part, yeah. I'm on the last one tonight.
Nice.
With the Scottish Premiership, is it still do the split off thing now? Then is that when it splits off?
Yeah, still do that. I do that. That's more kind of like end of March, start of April, and so the top 6 play each other, bottom 6 play each other.
It doesn't split off yet. All right.
No, it's the last 6 games.
Is that it?
Yeah, this last 6 games. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like near enough, like a third of the season.
No, just the last 6 games.
Fair enough.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Nice. Right, chaps. When are we getting back in the pub?
Well, start of February. I know.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking Fever Tree £4 soda waters in the pub. No, thank you. I'll save myself for a nice glass of Chateauneuf de Pape.
Yeah.
I wonder, is the Nell back open yet?
Yeah.
Has it changed much?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Not. Is it?
Not majorly. Modern? I mean, the downstairs have changed a bit. I don't think I went upstairs. I'm sure they've revamped it and made it look a bit nicer. But every time I've been, I've only been twice, but I don't think the upstairs has been open. So.
Maybe they're still doing that then. All right, fair enough. Right, I better go and have my dinner. But good chatting.